Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you are new to this whole thing, my name is Jessi. I like to talk about things that are on my mind and that hopefully shed light or bring acknowledgement or whatever to other people. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I make videos for Instagram and YouTube. Right now I'm uploading to Instagram just because it is easier. The only equipment I have is my phone, and it just makes more sense. So normally I just talk about random things that are on my mind, things that are going on in my life. But today I wanted to talk about something that is really important to me, and it is something that is in my life. One sec. I did want to talk about this one thing. It is something that is prevalent in my life. It is something that I have dealt with before. I'm not really dealing with it now, per se, because I'm not in this situation, although I am trying to lose weight. The thing I wanted to talk about is obesity, and more importantly, the fat acceptance, body positivity, weight stigma, all of that's been hijacked by fat activists. So there are other people talking about this as well from a health standpoint. Alan Roberts over at Alan Roberts EDDF. His business account used to be Every Damn Day Fitness, but it got shut down, unjustly shut down. He talks a lot about it from a health standpoint. Michelle McDaniels and Dash from Swolenormous, and Obese to Beast, John, I'm sorry John, I can't say your last name, Glod, I'm probably butchering that, but Obese to Beast, those four people especially have been very vocal about this whole subject with the obesity epidemic and the fat activists and the fat fat acceptance. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents as somebody from, I have been obese, and Alan Roberts and Michelle McDaniel were both obese as well, so they know, they have that perspective like I do. But they're trainers, they're personal trainers, so they also, they get it from that standpoint, from a health standpoint. I'm just coming at it from, this is my experience, this is my opinion, and this is not meant to shame anyone. This is not meant to insult anyone. Although I say that with a caveat. There are people like Sonali Rashatar and Virgie Tovar, I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering their names too, who prey on people's insecurities to further their own careers. And if you want to learn more about those two awful people, you can go check out some of Michelle McDaniel's and Alan Roberts' videos on YouTube. I'll link their YouTube videos down, or their YouTube channels down below, as best I can, because this is going to be on Instagram. Actually, I'll fucking link their fucking Instagrams, and I'm sure their YouTube channels will be on there. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. My views on body positivity, fat acceptance, and the obesity epidemic. So when I was in my 20s, when I got pregnant and when I had my kid, I was fat, like over 50% body fat percentage. Like I was obese, and I was in denial so bad until, like, you know, I don't want to say something just clicked in me, because that's not really how it happened. I struggled with it. If you want to learn more about that, because I don't want to get too far into all of that, but if you want to learn more about that, check out my blogs on my website, which is linked in my bio. So I decided, after years of being obese, like, I'm 5'3", and I was probably around 220, 230 pounds, probably even more than that at my heaviest, but I didn't weigh myself because I didn't want to know. Like, I didn't want to know what that weight was. And I lost the weight. I did what I needed to, you know, I worked hard. I lost the weight through diet and exercise. I tried so many different diets from the time I had my kid in 1998 till I actually lost the weight in 2009. Like, I tried so many different diets, so many, and none of them worked. I would lose 20 pounds and then just to gain it back. So in 2009, I think it was around then, I finally took control of my life, and I lost the weight. I lost like 100 pounds or something like that. And it has gone up and down since then. I have a love-hate relationship. I mean, I love fitness. I don't want to say I have a love-hate relationship with fitness, because I love fitness. But I also love food. And my weight has gone up and down since I've lost that 100 pounds. And I'm currently working on losing weight. Like, I'm currently working on losing another 40 pounds that I gained. Anyway, I knew I was going to go off on tangents. So, I do have a little bit of perspective as far as the obesity epidemic and obesity and all of that goes. And I see back then when I lost the weight, body positivity was not really a thing, not like it is now. It was a thing for people who had lost a leg in war, or who burn victims or whatever. It wasn't for people who ate themselves to that point. It wasn't for people who did that to themselves. Like, you do that to yourself. And I know, because I did it to myself. I still struggle with that. I still struggle with overeating, and I have binge eating issues. I try not to. I do my best, but it is an issue, and yeah. So this video is not going the way I wanted it to. I wanted to talk about my views. And I'm just telling stories as per usual. I cannot stay focused for shit. This is probably definitely gonna go on YouTube, because, yeah, Okay, anyway. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not. I'm still working on myself. This is my view. This is my opinion. The obesity epidemic is real. It is a problem. Fat activists and the body positivity movement is a scam. They just want your money. They don't care about you as a person. If you and Alan Roberts and Michelle and Dash and Obese to Beast, John, talk about this all the time. If you love yourself enough to be healthy, the body positivity movement should be for people who actually need it. The body positivity movement should be for people, for amputees and for burn victims and for people with disfiguring scars and body actual things wrong with their body that they can't change, that they cannot change. You can change your weight, whether you're underweight or overweight, or whether you're a normal weight and still not healthy. The most important thing here, like in this subject, is health. You can be 400 pounds and be beautiful. You can be 80 pounds and be beautiful. But neither is healthy, unless you're a child and you're 80 pounds. But then you're a kid. And fat acceptance. Like, I hashtag fat acceptance in my pictures a lot, because I have accepted the fact that I am fat. I am 40 pounds overweight. I accept that. And I love myself to be doing something about it. I slide. I fuck up every once in a while. I let shit happen that I shouldn't let happen. But I stay on track. Like, if I fuck up, I get right back on track. And I'm going to the gym every day, and I'm doing something. I get really... This is a big thing for me. Like, I think because of my past with eating disorders, with anorexia, and then with binge eating disorder, and being in a body that betrays me sometimes. Sometimes I'm in so much pain that I have to force myself to do things. I have to force myself to go to the gym and do 10 minutes of yoga, because that's all I can do. Or to fucking go to work. Like, I'm not gonna get into that because I'm gonna get emotional, but I'm just saying that when, watch Nicole Arbour's video on her injury and, like, the reason why she made Dear Fat People. Like, go watch that video. But, so I'm, like, coming from somebody whose body doesn't work the way it should all the time. From that viewpoint, when I see people abusing their body by filling it with junk all the time and never eating anything nutritious and never getting any physical activity or minimal, like the bare minimum, even if you're not obese. And I would just like to say that obese is not a fucking swear word. Fucking is a swear word. Shit is a swear word. Obese is a medical term. If you have a BMI of like, I think it's 30 or higher, I don't know, I'm not a professional, you are obese. Anyway, that little asterisk thing pisses me off as much as I know it pisses other people off. So, this is getting really long. I knew it was going to. So, fuck. I don't know. I mean, if you are fat, if you are obese, please start somewhere. I have a free guide on my website. It's just a basic, like, where to shop in the grocery store. You know, it's the basics. It's the basics. Start somewhere. You don't even have to do that. Like, you don't have to download the guide. It doesn't matter. But love yourself enough to start somewhere. And it could be as simple as cutting back to 1 soda a day instead of a 12-pack. Because if you're like me, when I was fat, I could drink a whole 12-pack of Mountain Dew in one day. Easy. Easy. Now, water, coffee, and tea. Those are the only things I drink. Every once in a while, I have a kombucha. But water, coffee, and tea are almost all that I drink now. Sometimes I have a soda. Every once in a while. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I'm not. I also eat Cheetos sometimes. Not Cheetos. I eat the organic kind because I can't have all that artificial shit. But that's for another video. You don't have to give up the things that you love. The foods that you love. Although, some of the foods you should give up. That's also going to be another video that I'm going to go into. But if you have a bad relationship with food, you should give those foods up. When I was struggling with my binge eating, there were a lot of foods that I had to completely eliminate from my diet because I had no self-control. I could not buy chips. I could not buy bags of chips because I would eat the entire bag in one sitting, whether I wanted it or not. Bread. I couldn't eat bread. I couldn't buy bread for years. Because I would eat an entire loaf in one day. So, yeah. Love yourself enough to do something. Go for a walk. If you are very obese, please be careful with exercise. You do not want to injure yourself. Talk to your doctor. Figure out exercises that you can do for your body weight. I hope that you are strong enough to be able to walk. Swimming is great. Swimming is wonderful. But please start somewhere. And that's really all I have to say. I could go on and I could repeat myself, but I'm going to end it here. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope you got something from this. I'm sorry I went off on tangents. I'm sorry it's so long. It's kind of the way I roll. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, like and subscribe.